Cool.
Okay. Good evening, friends. And let me run through the summary of four agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And this is whatever I have posted on LinkedIn, whatever I have posted on the group has a summary that I have put it in AI and told it to make it into a presentation. So whatever AI has given that I am presenting, I did not work on the presentation. I only worked on preparing the summary. So whatever it has modified or worked upon, I don't know. We will have to see how it goes ahead. The screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
We'll go
Yeah.
ahead. Introduction to the four agreement. So the book's core message is about four agreements presents a code of conduct. So it tells us that by overcoming limiting beliefs and reducing suffering, that how you can improve yourself or how I can improve myself. Then the book emphasizes on personal growth through adopting four key principles for a better life. Then somewhere across it connects me because I was able to connect it with the Advait philosophy, wherein Advaita says that the thing that made you or me is same as the thing that has made the uh, सुप्रीम सोल मतलब आत्मा और परमात्मा का जो बनाया हुआ है वो दोनों में कोई अंतर नहीं है वो दो अलग अलग एक है द्वैत मीन्स टू अद्वैत मीन्स नॉट टू that means the one that has made the supreme soul and the one who like normal person like us both are made from the same input so both are same so that's what Advaita philosophy says and here also the author goes around saying that the thing that has made the star and the thing that has made you both are having a light. The light is emanating out of us. The light intensity and the level of light may be different, but the making of that is same. So he says that both are same to each other. So there's where I connected it to the Advaita philosophy. Now he tells that there is a dream that is going on that we are seeing, and the dream and the self are two different entities, and life is a dream. So life is like a dream, and it is through the perceptions and illusions that we create the dream. So we, uh, as one, we look into things that this ऐसा हुआ होगा, इसका मतलब ऐसा है. Someone has said something to us, then this is the reason for that. So it sometimes feels like a dream. And in this dream, there is something that is coming in between, which is like a smoke. And we are not able to see. The smoky mirror symbolizes seeing ourselves in others. So when we are trying to see others, we are making something out of ourselves. Just like in NLP, we say that everyone has his own world. So we are creating our own world, image of the world, and that creates the smoky mirror. So it shows the illusions that are getting created. The next part is the divine unity and advice philosophy that has got connected, wherein existence is interconnected by one light, which I explained. The light of the star and the light of the human being is of the similar thing. The one that is making it is the light, not that the light is coming out of the star. The star is made up of light, and human being is also made up of some light. The next part is introspection and true self. So this book encourages you to introspect yourself, go back, see yourself, and understand what is your truth inside. So this also connects to the human, like what you call our personality as human beings to connect to different things that are related and अपने अंदर की आत्मा या अपने अंदर जो परमात्मा है उसको ही ढूंढना इज हमारा जो व्हाट यू कॉल द पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ इज टू आइडेंटिफाई what has been glowing inside us. So that's what this book also emphasizes on. What happens to all of us here is just like in NLP, we spoke about the three parts that is the deletion, and what you call the three parts are there, no? Deletion, then
Distortion and generalization.
generalization, deletion, distortion. Same things happen in this the book. What the author has called as domestication in childhood. So in childhood, we create this. We try to make generalizations. We make the distortions, and the domestication happens. Till that time, we are free. We can think anything. We can talk anything. We understand. We do what we like. But then we see our parents, we see our society, and we understand this is acceptable behavior, and we create an internal book of law. And we, from based on that internal book of law, we try to implement it and create the basis of personality and behavior. The next part is we start living with the fear. And to fulfill this fear, we have created so many agreements. And now the time has come that we break all those unnecessary agreements and create another agreement wherein we are able to create this agreements will be replaced by new ones, which are with love and truth. So that's what the author is trying to say in this book. Coming to the next part, it's the energy and willpower. So for this, we need to create energy for transformation, because whatever agreements that have been made, the old you has to create into new you. So for that, you need energy, and that energy is available. And for that energy, we have to replace fear with love. So love over fear is what we have to choose. And then we have to create a discipline of a warrior. Warrior in the sense, अपने आप को सैनिक बनना है, you have to become a soldier and work upon warrior like a warrior. Day and night may not make a difference. You have to work towards the win. Right. Going to the next slide, let us go through the 4 agreements. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. So whatever we are speaking, whatever I am speaking, I have to be honest and mean what I say, because words make the total thing. Word thoughts becomes words. Words are what is communicated outside, and the words is what is understood by the person in front of us. So that makes a difference. The second part is don't take anything personally. So whatever is said, the reality of the point has to be recognized, and nothing should be given at the personal level. It should be more on the actual level, on the reality. Then it is important to avoid assumptions and always to do your best. So these are the 4 agreements. So anyone has any questions till now? We can look at the questions and then come back. Is it a OHT that is happening, or something is getting absorbed as well?
हेलो वासुदेव जी,
Yes.
साक्षी हियर। इसमें जो आपने अभी इल्यूजन वाला पार्ट था ना कि सीइंग अवर सेल्फ इन अदर्स क्रिएट्स
Hmm.
इल्यूजन, तो आई फील लाइक इट कैन बी हेल्पफुल आल्सो समटाइम्स।
Hmm. Okay. That
Yes,
actually means that it is.
in which context you are going to explain it?
Okay. So the author here, see, whatever thoughts are there, it may not be necessarily mine, or it is my understanding from what author has said. So the author says that whatever is getting created and said to be mine is actually an assumption of mine. I think that the other person thinks that way, right? So, which because of the assumptions, kisane, like there is a saying in Tamil, if you love someone and if that person hits you, if you like that person, then you think even if he really, the person has really hit you with the intention to hit you think that अरे इसने मारा होगा तो शायद मेरे पैर हाथ में मच्छर लगा होगा, तो उसको उसने मारने की कोशिश की, तो इसलिए मुझे मार लगा. So even though someone hits you, you may create an understanding. You can assume that someone has hit me because he was intending to hit something else, and I was the mosquito or insect was sitting on me. He might be trying to hit the mosquito. And if you are hating that person, and if you actually intends to hit the mosquito, the person may think because you don't like him that you are actually hitting. So that how the difference of assumptions takes the difference. So in this illusion that happens, we create certain images, we create certain agreements, which may not be the true because they are more bent on the fear. If the parent is scolding someone when they do, say, there is a good singer and the girl starts singing, but the parent doesn't like singing. So she says, "Arey, so badly you are singing, don't sing. Aage se mat gana." The child may stop singing. And that may become the truth for the girl, but which is not the truth. It is the truth from the person who said that you are singing so bad. So that is the illusion that created. So if you see Advait philosophy also says it is all Maya that is happening around you. So that way the author says that it is connecting to you, that you are creating certain illusions or you are creating certain assumptions which are not the right assumptions and they are misguiding. So these are more based on the fear. So that has to be replaced with love, is what the author is saying. Yes, Sakshi, does it answer your question?
Cool. Let me ask you one straight question. Anybody wants to say something? Yes, Sakshi? You wanted to say something? Okay, one straight question is that why you would recommend somebody to read this book?
I will recommend anyone to read this book to come out of any long-term beliefs that you are having and to cut it down. And how to cut, why that limiting beliefs are stopping you from going forward and how you can cut it down. Because limiting beliefs are generated because of some fear that is causing them.
Okay. Now, did you apply it on yourself? Any area in last couple of days? Where do you read this?
I have applied that. So many times it used to happen for me that I don't have a, you may see a different me in FELD, but in the general operations that I do, I don't tell people on face that this is a way you are doing, this is not right way. You should not like do like this. I may not be very straight with that. But this time when I called my team for the what do you call for their mid-year review, I have talked to each person for about 40 to 45 minutes last 2 days. Spent a lot of energy. There I have clearly emphasized where they are doing wrong, what they need to correct. And I told that if you have any assumptions, let me know. So uh, I have this habit of noting down a specific instance. So I have told this in this instance, you have done this. Do you remember it? So that was my first part. So I have been very specific. So with that feedback I have given, this is what I have thought about. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? If you disagree, tell me why. If you agree, then I will move ahead with the next part. So some people disagreed, some people agreed for that particular point. Then I gave another example to tell that with this behavior, you are showing yourself to be this. And one important learning from my NLP is people are not their behavior. But by behavior, you are showing that you are like this. Okay. So this is what I have created an impression upon you because this is this belief has created you. Now, based on what I have saw you for this 6 months, it was important for me to discuss with you, put in the point that has been learned, and now tell me how you are going to change or or give an impression to me. So one person had this habit. He, जब भी हम किसी कोई काम उसको बोलते हैं, he will tell 10 reasons why he will not do it or why it will not be done. And from those 10 reasons, still he comes back and does that work. So I told him कि भैया जब तुमको काम करना है पहले काम करो, फिर बाद में आके हमें बताओ कि सर आपने बताया मैंने कर दिया लेकिन ये कारण है कि नहीं करना चाहिए या करना मुश्किल है. You have to do that way, but if you are doing like this, then it is creating a wrong person. Then I gave some examples. So why I am telling all this story is because many times I earlier did not tell things in the face value of it. Maybe usko kharab lagega and all that. But another book which has influenced me largely is called as the Radical Candor, wherein the author is was a what you call was a owner of a company. Then her company came down. It was they had to close the company because of her lack of radical candor. That is, she did not tell people frankly that what you are doing is not right or what you are doing is wrong. So due to that, she lost her company. Then she started working in elsewhere. So that was one reason. And this book, because it gave clearly that any assumptions are there, you have to kill those assumptions. So that was something that I liked about this book, and I have implemented that.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Okay. So we can go to the next slide. Okay. So the book is called as Toltec. I did not have time to do research what Toltec means and why it is there. But if you see the what you call the cover of the book, it tells it's a Toltec wisdom book. So I think Toltec wisdom is something that is something like advice philosophy or something which tells that how you can reach to the freedom. So let's see what Toltec path to freedom is. So the Toltec path to freedom says that breaking old agreements and creating new ones. The old agreements are based on fear and which will limit personal freedom and growth. Now get rid of this fear and get into replace fear with love. So that's what the first part tells. The second part is embracing second attention. The first attention was the fear. Now the second is based on the new dream, which is on love and consciousness. The third is reclaiming true self. There is something inside us which is driving us towards the good things. So if we are uh, true to our word, like I am true to my word that I will meet you at 8 p.m. for sharing the book, then I should be here at 8 p.m. Then if someone says, okay, instead of 8, for some reason, I got late at 8:05, then people will say, कि अरे ये होता है तो हमेशा 8:05 होता है. So maybe the person's thought process is that always Vasu is late and always he is coming at 8:05. Then I should not take it personally. Maybe for the 100 instances that he has seen Vasu, out of that 90 instances, Vasu might have been late. But if I take it personally and say, am I late? Then I start defending myself. I will waste my time because I know myself what I am. And if I take it on the personal level, then it changes the method. So there were certain messages that come in the group. Earlier, I used to go to the person, tell them that this is what I want to say. In my second innings, I have stopped doing that because earlier I used to think anything told in the group is told to me. Now I said, okay, if it is really a matter of concern, let the person connect with me. Otherwise, I will not take it personally. So this was another point which I started doing after learning from this book, that not to take everything personally. So that was the second part if you see the book. So that is about embracing second attention, changing to love and consciousness. हर चीज का जवाब देना जरूरी नहीं है. So that is another part. Then reclaiming true self. So my truth is what I know as of today. Maybe there is a higher truth, there is a higher level, that is truth. But as I know today, I have to be true self. Like they say in Telugu, Manatno Sakshaniki Mano Jawabi Yali. You have to answer your own Atma Sakshi, what is your own mind. So this only has what you call improved upon or worked upon and shown that reclaiming true self is to answer my own thought process in the right manner. So that's about the 4 agreements and creating the new ones. So break the old agreements, the new ones, like it is said, be impeccable to your word. Then don't take things personally. Then to be what you call work on what you have said and always do the best. So that's what I have tried to do, trying to do the best. Then it's about art of transformation. So transformation is an art. Your person has to work through self-discipline, awareness, and adopting new behavior. So if you think that I am changing and the other person doesn't feel that you are changing, then it doesn't give the person the feel of the change is happening. So somewhere you have to ask people whether he is observing the change. Unless your behavior is changed, people will not realize that you have changed. So someone may be close, someone may be good enough to give you feedback. I have done that. ये ऐसा पहले होता था 4 महीने पहले, तो क्या होता था और आज नवंबर में क्या होता है. नवंबर 24 में अगर ये होता तो आप क्या करते, नवंबर 25 में मैं क्या कर रहा. So this is how I have asked the question to some of my team members that what you are saying is right in 2024 November, but in November 2025, do you think it is right? So for that, people have put consistent effort and being resilient, not getting fought or losing their strength because things are going in the wrong direction. We have created this warriors discipline. And warriors discipline is very important because thoda sa, if you get relaxed for even 1 second, someone can come and hit you. And by hitting you, your total team, if you are guarding some post and you are not alert and someone comes and kills you, then the whole post is getting exposed and you may lose the war. So warrior's discipline is not to relax, it is to be resilient. And when you feel that you are getting out or getting relaxed, just a minute, I have a important call. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So the next part is balancing energies. So there are 3 types of energies. One is the physical energy, that is by which we do the work, we carry out the task that is given, we walk, we talk. This is all related to the physical energy. The second is the mental energy. I had given this message in the group also that there are 3 types of energy. One is physical, mental, and emotional. So when the emotional energy is very high, then it overpowers other energies and makes the other person, other energies weaker. So it is what is important that emotion has to be. There are 2 words that were used. One is repressing the emotion, and one is to controlling the emotion. So it is important that you are controlling the emotion, not repressing it. That is, the emotion is not driving you; you are driving the emotion, and you are understanding when to come out with the emotion at the right point of time. that time you are actually controlling your emotion. And when you're repressing, then you are trying to avoid it, but somewhere it may come out like a bomb or like a volcano. So very important to control the emotional energy, and by that it will promote harmony and empowerment. The next part is living authentically. That is, transformation leads to authentic living, like guided by love. And that will make things, if everyone then lives with guided by love, then the world becomes a better place. Then how this truth is going to happen is we have to follow the angel of death, which is embracing that there is a death that is going to happen, and the maximum that can go wrong is going to death. So you have to do that, and death has a life motivator. So because you are going to die, if you see the movie Anand of Rajesh Khanna, he tells कि आपकी जिंदगी लंबी नहीं बड़ी होनी चाहिए. So live the life like it you are going to live for a few days and enjoy it the most. Now, this I had done, I had experienced this part, not to say that I was looking at death. I had left ITC Limited and I was going to join in another company. And those last 1 month, I was able to take certain strong decisions because that was not going to affect me in future. कि मैं ऐसा बोलूंगा तो क्या होगा, आगे क्या होगा. I did not think a lot about it. I said, this is to be done, so I will get it done. So a lot of things that were pending with me for years together or months together, I closed them by taking certain quick decisions. So that is an important thought, that if I am sure that it is not going to affect me in the long term, think in that point of matter, like और आगे हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है, इतना ही टाइम है, तो हम क्या करते. And many times I have seen that once I decide that this is to be done, then things happen and people also understand. So I have this experience of doing it. So living with urgency, many times I have able to connect with the living with urgency part, wherein I want to go out of station, then I complete my work by 6 p.m. But when I don't have any such pressure, then I extend the work to 8, 8:30, 9:30 also. So living with urgency has helped me. And after moving from my other job locations to Lalpo, I have taken the decision that 7 p.m. is my closing time. I will close at 7 p.m. So with that urgency, I close my work. So this is one thing. Then angel of death as teacher. This point is about if you are going to die and someone comes and helps you, then you live with that compassion. You are very happy and you try to return that. So that's how you can change the angel of death as the teacher. And mortality happens, this truth of life. So once you understand that, you will understand कि 4 दिन की है जिंदगी, like the song says. So you embrace that, and that inspires the love-based actions. So that's how the death can be, awareness of death can help you love and live better. And by that, you can make the heaven on earth. So for that, you have to be childlike and create the heaven on earth. Okay. So by adopting the 4 agreements of authentic living, leading to peace, joy, and fulfillment can happen. And let's see the conclusion. The four agreements provide framework for growth. The one is impeccable word, no offense, no assumptions, and always doing your best. Then applying these agreements will lead to a personal transformation path. And by doing this consistently, the practice will give the benefit. And this can be done through discipline and awareness. So that's what I had to share in the first instance. Now open to you for questions. Questions, feedbacks, everything is welcome. And we have a part 2 also.
One question I have. After
Yes.
so many reading of books, it happens in our day-to-day life. Things are said and we take it personally. So, if such thing happen in your life, how you resist not to take it personally? What you can suggest me? I take the things personally some of the time.
That always happens. So, whatever we do or say, there is a general human bias that is always drives us. So, that bias can be overcome by understanding, by taking that pause.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I will give the example is while do you ride a cycle or a bike?
Scooty.
Remember the hmm, scooty? Okay. So, remember the days when you started learning the scooty or cycle? Where were your hands? कितना ब्रेक लगाना है, सामने से कौन आता है तो कभी घबरा जाते हैं, कभी लेफ्ट ब्रेक दबाने की जगह में राइट ब्रेक दबा देते हैं, राइट. सो दैट हैपेंस. सो दैट इज वेयर व्हाट इन एनएलपी वी कॉल इट एज awareness, what you call competence. So you are creating a conscious competence. Now you know this is a problem that you are facing. So consciously, for everything that you have responded personally, there is a point of realization where you understand I have responded to this personally. So if I have that Harry Potter's movie, if you call that, there is a time turner. So Hermione does the time turner, takes time back, and then she corrects something. So if you have that opportunity of having a time turner, if you go back to that position, and then you're able to recreate, you think what you will recreate. Keep it somewhere in your mind. Okay. Then in the next time when such a thing comes, take a pause. I am going to respond it this way. If I responded this way, is it a personal, if does it mean I have taken it personally, or does it mean I am doing it as a institution? Is it Vasu who is responding, or is it the FELD admin who is responding? Look into it at that manner. And then many times I have written certain things. Then I go back, I see, अरे इसमें तो थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया लग रहा है. चलो शायद ये पर्सनल हो गया. चलो इसको थोड़ा डिलीट कर देते हैं. So if you will see certain messages that are deleted or edited and then come back to you. Or many times I type a big reply, save it in draft to my own personal emails or to my official emails most of the time. I keep it in draft. And then I always come back and say sometimes the reply is just a okay. Because हम इतना बड़ा लेक्चर देंगे फिर वो इतना सोचेगा, इससे अच्छा एक लाइन ओके लिख दो, फिर जब मौका आएगा इसका देखते हैं, और हो सकता है वो वहीं पे दब जाए. So many times a small okay, when see the other side, when I put a long message and the other person understands this person is getting personal, मैं बड़ा रिप्लाई नहीं दूंगा, मैं इसको ओके दूंगा. It happens where your boss is having higher maturity, like I am telling about me, then again Pinaki will say you are saying you. Here I will say my boss is having a higher maturity level. So when I go out of way, then he is in control. He is a emotional master. तो वो चुपके से ओके का रिप्लाई देता है. बाद में क्या भाई साहब क्या चल रहा है, इतने बड़े बड़े मैसेज लिख रहे हो, इतना दिल पे नहीं लेते यार, बाद में अपन बात करेंगे. So after he meets personally, this is what he says. इतना लेने का नहीं, तुम्हारा पैसा थोड़ी जा रहा है, बिल्ला जी का पैसा जा रहा है, इतना टेंशन नहीं लेना. So that also helped me actually. My boss being very highly matured person has helped me to change my behavior and not to take things personally. And definitely like it is said, I had shared long time back, one of the messages why you have to read books again and again, why to read again certain books. So it's like taking bath, washing the utensils. again and again to refresh and recreate you, because every time you are reading a new book, you are looking at it in a new person's eye. Every time you are listening to the Ramayana in Telugu, you listen in Marathi, you listen in Hindi, then every time it's a different perspective. So the original Valmiki Ramayana doesn't have the concept of Lakshman Rekha. It was introduced somewhere with Kirtivatsan Ramayana, which is written in Odia, and then after that, Tulsi Ramayana made it bigger. So what is the I was just looking at it in a different manner. I was trying to understand what is this Lakshman Rekha. So Lakshman Rekha को पार किया तो सीता जी ने क्या किया? So I have given its own meaning. So if you look into Valmiki's Ramayana, and if you hear it from authentic speakers like Dushyant Sridhar, he says that nowhere it is written that there is a Lakshman Rekha in the Valmiki Ramayana. But when that golden deer is seen and Rama goes in search of that and he hits Maricha, Marich चिल्लाता है सीते लक्ष्मणा, तो लक्ष्मण जी बोलते हैं कि अब this my brother is so strong, no one can beat him. So this is some maya that is happening. कोई राक्षस है जो इनकी आवाज बना रहा है. Then Sita tells कि you are having a wrong idea about me. That's why you want to do something with me. So you are trying to not go there, and your intentions are wrong. So there she has crossed that line about the respect of Lakshmana. If you see further, Na jana mi ami nupure. So there is another line that he says that I don't know the jewels that are lost, that are your earrings, or that are your bangles. I only know the anklets, because every day that मैं जब उनका पादाभिवंदन करता हूं तब मैं उनके उनके पैरों के एंकलेट्स को देखता हूं. So पेंजेंट जिसको बोलते हैं मराठी में. So that is what I am seeing. So that was the kind of respect he had. He had not seen her above her waist. He has always seen her below, up to on her legs. So when she crossed that, maybe the authors have created this line of what you call the line that was made. They changed it as a physical line, because she crossed that line. The line which was maintaining the gap. Sita had crossed that line of Lakshmana's Rekha, which was he was himself away. He was away from her. And she crossed that line. So Lakshmana left. And once Lakshmana left, we know what happened later. So this is how I interpreted after reading so many books. If I understood कि ये लक्ष्मण रेखा है क्या, जिसको physically दिखाया गया है from a metaphor or understanding. For better understanding of us, हमने देखा कि टीवी में वो एक बाण लेके एक रेखा बना देता है, which she crosses. She has actually crossed it. The moment she said that you have a wrong thought about me, so you are not leaving this place, she has crossed that line. Only metamorphically, that has been shown as a line. That's what I understood about different things. Okay, this is not related to the subject, just I was putting the metaphor into physical activity. So,
Well, this is highly related to the subject.
Yes. So what
Because
this
both
book,
of them took it personally, and Ramayana happened.
Yes.
yeah, definitely. So there are so many books related to Ramayana, and they teach so many lessons. So one book that I recommend everyone to read is to read the book called as The Girl Who Had Made Choices. That is about Sita Devi. She had a choice to live in the palace, and she left. उसने वनवास चुना. She made the choice to go with Ram. And if you see from the other perspective, she is the uh, daughter-in-law of Ayodhya. She is the queen of Ayodhya. And once a person comes asking for alms to her, how can she allow a person to go without food? So she has crossed the line. But then what was thoughts about herself as a choice. What what was the choice she has made at that? What was the decision she has taken? So you can read that book by what you call Devdutt Patnaik. It's a very interesting book. If I get a soft copy, I will share. I read it in Hindi because I could not get it in English, but it's a very interesting book. Just try to recreate those scenes with the Ramayana. Don't go into too technical part of it. Be a be what you call be a third person and look into it. राम भक्त भक्त करके आप देखने लगोगे तो you will find mistakes in that. Don't do that. Be a third person and look into that. Yes, butterfly mode or fly on the wall mode. Right.
Good evening, Vasudev ji.
Good evening.
Hi, I'm Lalita Singh. Wonderful explanation, sir. However, you have explained about the fact of Lakshman Rekha. So interesting. Earlier, did not know about this. What is the fact behind that? However, you have explained. My question is that, sir, what better way that we do not make the assumption?
The best way to avoid assumption is to ask a question.
Sometimes it happens, sir, we are just getting hesitation and we make our own assumption regarding any person, otherwise any perspective. It's happened day by day. So how we can just come out from this thing?
The best way to avoid assumption is to ask question or see it physically. Say someone, like it's the example that is given or seen on WhatsApp is someone is seeing from this side, he looks it has a 6. Someone seeing from that side sees it has a 9. So you sometimes go there and see whether it is 6 or 9. There's a joke in Telugu that we used to say कि कोई हिंदी सीख रहा है तो उसने पूछा कि उधर जाओ बोलने के लिए तुम क्या कहोगे, तो वो आदमी बोलता है उधर जाओ। अब वहां चला गया तो इधर आओ तो क्या बोलोगे? सो यू गो देयर बोलने के लिए क्या बोलेगा? मैं उधर जाऊंगा और बोलेगा गो देयर। सो यू हैव टू go there and see, then you will understand. So you need to understand, while we make assumptions, then we recreate something. We see the world from our point of view. How we add ourselves there and see it from their point of view. That makes a difference. ये जो सास बहू की लड़ाई होती है जो टीवी में हम देखते हैं या देखते हैं, इसमें बहुत सारे जगह पे यही होता है कि हम देयर इज अ डिफरेंस। क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहुत ही नाम क्यों सक्सेस हुआ? बिकॉज इट
Because it was
good
repetitive.
connect to the person. So every time the सास says कि मैं सास बनो, मतलब बहू says कि मैं सास बनने के बाद ऐसा नहीं करूंगी, then she becomes the सास. She does something of that nature only that her सास had done. So I am just
Yes,
trying to
it is.
because I was reading Steve Waugh. Steve Waugh used to think after Alan Border retired, then some other captain retired, I think Mark Taylor retired, then he became the captain. Steve Waugh used to think that मैं captain बनूंगा, when I become the captain, I will ask everyone's opinion and then I will take a decision. So he did that for 4 or 5 times. And he was unable to take, he was trying to, अरे मैं इसकी बात नहीं मानता, मेरे दिल की बात मानता तो शायद ऐसा नहीं होता. Then he started becoming more and more relaxed. He started taking the decision that this is how I want to do. I will do it. Whether right or wrong, then I am responsible for my decision. Then he changed the decision. So whatever was his assumption as a leader कि मैं सबकी बात सुनूंगा तो सक्सेस होऊंगा, that was wrong. It was an assumption that सबकी बात सुनने से जीतेंगे. When he changed it, he took the things in his hand. He took his own decisions as his own thought. Then the way the World Cup between India versus Australia and Pakistan. Pakistan was beaten at 124 and they won points of फोन मध्येच बोलतोय. हा. 307027. 027. Okay, I think I have answered your question.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much.
I did not assume. I asked you whether I have answered your question.
Yes.
So what I did next,
Anyone who like to share anything, they are most welcome.
आज प्लेटफॉर्म खाली है.
Milind sir, would you like to share something? Manjulata ma'am, Deepa ma'am is also here.
Hello, can I add something here?
Yeah, sure.
Just let me know. Okay, hello. Good evening, everybody. You hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Vasudev, wonderful session today. As I mentioned in group chat, yes, I read this 4 agreement book multiple times. Just a quick question to you. I think someone asked a related question, so I got a little bit of my answer. Since you work in an environment where you handle, say, 100, 200, 300 people and all that, and these books talk about be in love, means, love is the answer to all the situation, um, uh, uh, or don't make any assumptions, or don't take anything personal. Okay, so my question is, everyday dynamic is different. Every day you interact with the people is different. Then in the difficult days when something does not go in your way, okay, on that particular day, how you rewind yourself, means, do you take that things at home, because I found it difficult, this thing. Actually, I want to speak about the think straight book as well. But yeah, this is one of the question for you, because when we read the book, yes, you get the point. Yes, do not take personally love. But when you actually go into the actual situation, because that is what my current situation in office, how you make that this thing, like once you go home, then yeah, forget like day like compartment, how you make that switch over, because that is very key for me on day to day, because every day is different for me. And I think it is right question to ask you, because you work in an environment where so many people, if you just think that their world is different NLP way and your world is different, it's difficult to work with them, because as a manager, yes, you need to get that work, work done and meet the goals, or whatever the target for that this thing. So how you manage those things?
okay, it's a very important question, and we are all humans. Definitely, I am human and you are human. So whatever we do and say, emotions control us. The level of control of emotions to every person will be different at different, what you call, in different positions and different situations. The way I was exhibiting emotions as a 18-year-old boy who joined the industry is totally different as a 45, 44-year-old manager in the industry. Across life, I have learned several lessons, several things that have happened. several teachers who have taught me and made me the person that I am. So I will give one very personal story here because to connect. My father passed away, and I had taken this quarter. It was a new quarter to me, and my mother had come in. We started cooking gas, and we started using it. Although my mother went back to our home place, and I used to have food in the hostel where I was put up. But living in the quarter, whenever my mother wanted to come, she could come. And in future, the same home that I continued. So I got a call. This is about 2006 or 7, I don't remember, somewhere at that time. 2006 is when I got the quarter. So maybe in 2006, 7, 8, whichever year. So I got a call कि हम लोग cricket खेल रहे हैं. So please come. There are only 7 people now. So we are trying to get 4 or 5 people more so that we can make into 2 teams and play. At that point of time, it was a Sunday around 3 p.m. I think it might be summer because I took a decision. I did not have a fridge at my home. So I wanted to heat the milk so that it doesn't get spoiled. And because it was heat, I put it on the gas. I had switched it on. I don't. Once this phone came, this is not a regular activity. Gas के ऊपर दूध लगाना for me is not a regular activity. So gas के ऊपर दूध है, हमें पता मतलब it's not there in my mind. I locked my home. I went to play cricket. I might have come back after 1.5 hours. 4 बजे बुलाया होगा. So 5:30 I might have come back. Once I came back, I realized that I was able to smell the gas cylinder. I realized at that point of time कि मेरा दूध का बर्तन उसके ऊपर रखा हुआ है. I went inside. I opened the window. Right. So just textbook कि आपके खिड़कियां खोलो, ये करो, वो करो. Then I came out of the kitchen. Then I realized अरे अंधेरा. Suddenly मेरे माइंड में आया अरे अंधेरा है, थोड़ा सा ये करते. Then I switched on the light. After I switched on the light, nothing happened, nothing untoward happened. But I thought for a moment, with all the training I had, with all the things that I had done right, maybe that had helped because I had opened the window. The window itself was having an opening, but I had like जाली का जो दरवाजा था, उसके बाद एक ऊपर एक और एक ग्लास का दरवाजा था. तो मैंने जाके ग्लास का दरवाजा धक्का मार दिया. उसके पहले भी थोड़ा सा गैप था. So maybe all the gas has gone out by that time, and this milk had overflowed, and it had switched off the gas also.
Yes.
So वो दूध का जो मक्खन है, क्या बोलते हैं, मलाई होगा, वो उसके ऊपर गिर के दे में the what you call the spread might not be very high, but just with all the training that I had, having done so many things right, still I switched on the light, and it did not create any untoward incident, but that gave a whatever we learn, whatever we do, it is something that drives us in the wrong direction. And this happens a lot in job, in work, at home, with wife. We know that I know that this is how it is to be responded, but something overpowers it, and I do the mistake that should not be done. But there is something that drives, because there are, I don't know, if I had not having the intellect or the knowledge earlier, and I hadn't opened the window, and then I had switched on the light, what would have happened? And I have opened the window and then switched on the light, what has happened? There are two very different things.
Yeah.
So each of these lessons have created something inside subconsciously. How many times you just think about yourself कि आप बाहर निकल रहे हो तो आपने बस पास भूल गया, या जेब से फोन भूल गया, पेन भूल गया, ऐसे कितने बार होता है? Because for me, I am just giving my example. मेरे जेब में पेन होना चाहिए, मेरे जेब में पर्स होना चाहिए, मेरे हाथ में हेलमेट होना चाहिए, और मेरी चाबी होनी चाहिए. ये 4 चीज जब तक नहीं है, और ऑफिस की चाबी होनी चाहिए। ये 5 चीजें जब तक नहीं है मैं घर से नहीं निकलता। ओके, सो व्हाइल आई एम गोइंग आउट आई जस्ट डू दिस। पेन है, हाथ में चाबी है, इस हाथ में हेलमेट है,
Always, yeah.
फिर मैं देखता हूँ कि ऑफिस की चाबी है, मेरा पर्स है, मेरा रुमाल है, देन आई स्टार्ट आउट। बट आफ्टर डूइंग ऑल दिस चेक समटाइम्स माय वाइफ आस्क्ड, घड्याळ आहे का, चष्मा घेतला का?
Yeah, all
स्टिल
checks, yeah. Yeah.
स्टिल उसको तो हाँ बोल देते हैं। पहला लाइन का स्टेप्स उतरने के बाद आता है, अरे उसने चश्मा पूछा, मेरे जेब में है। सो देन आई टेल दैट ओके, चश्मा भूल गया। तो यू सी हाउ माय वाइफ रेस्पॉन्ड्स टू दैट कि चश्मा मैंने पूछा ही था चश्मा के लिए, तुमने ना बोला था, हाँ बोला था, और अभी वापस आ गए। तो देर इज अ गैप, ऑलवेज देर इज अ गैप। सो डेफिनेटली what makes the difference by moving things with love? One important learning I have across the life is that love doesn't mean being nice. It is important to be good. मेरा बच्चा अगर कोई गलती करता है, this was this one is from कुमार विश्वास लाइन, कि आपका बच्चा, वर्मा जी का बच्चा, शर्मा जी का बच्चा, और ये चारों में अगर गलती करते हुए चारों दिखाई दे तो पहली झापड़ आप किसको मारोगे? डेफिनेटली मैं अपने बच्चे को मारूं, राइट? सो व्हाट हैव यू डन? हैव यू टेकन दिस पर्सनली और यू हैव करेक्टेड योर चाइल्ड? तो दिस ऑलवेज हैपेंस। अगर मैं ये थप्पड़ मेरे बच्चे को नहीं मारूंगा, कोई और मेरे बच्चे को थप्पड़ मारेगा, देन इट इज नॉट राइट ऑन माय पार्ट, आई वुड फेल एज अ पार्ट। So there I have to take things personally and create that. And same thing I take it at the level that मेरे डिपार्टमेंट के लड़कों को मैं गुस्सा करूंगा, मैं गलती दिखाऊंगा, मैं ठीक करूंगा, और
Yeah,
कोई
yeah.
गलती दिखाना है मुझे दिखाए कि आपके डिपार्टमेंट में आपके आदमी ने ये गलती की है, तो मैं
Yeah.
उसको, तुम गुस्सा नहीं
Yeah,
कर
yeah,
सकते।
yeah, yeah. Beautiful,
जो भी
beautiful
है
way
वो,
to, yeah,
राइट? सो
yeah,
just like we create that way, I always create that thing. And with the workers, with them, I tell them, if you have a problem, you tell me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we will try to resolve it. And I will tell you, if I am not going to resolve it, go and tell to the general manager. I will tell you, I will take you to him that I am not able to resolve this problem.
His problem,
I
yeah,
have brought him.
yeah,
So
yeah,
for that, I need to have so much confidence. I need to create that environment कि ये
environment,
बातें
yeah,
नहीं, काम हो. And that comes after the experience.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks also for sharing that experience, because yeah, that is from where actual wisdom comes. Because when
There are
we read
300
books,
people. Like you said, there are 200 people, 300 people.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like someone told me कि हम लोग सब कागज बनाने जाते हैं। कोई यहाँ पे बना रहा होगा स्टीम, कोई बना
yeah,
रहा होगा कुछ और, बट फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन इज वी मेक पेपर.
is the paper, yeah,
So
yeah,
what it is said in value stream mapping in the system is that how it is adding value to what you are making. So I just tell them that मेरा जो डिस्कशन मैं चालू करता हूँ when I take a session or call
yeah,
people for selling something, I tell them that we are all here to serve the customer. कोई
yeah,
अपने घर से नहीं आया है यहाँ पे कि मेरी उंगली कट जाए, ग्राहक कट जाए, या
yeah,
मेरे घर को नुकसान हो. मैं जैसा घर से ऑफिस में आया था वैसा मैं ऑफिस से घर जाऊं, बिकॉज सेफ्टी इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट इन
yeah,
इंडस्ट्री.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So that is the driving force. And to that I say, when someone does a mistake, I said, I know you never intended to keep the size as 65 centimeter where the order is for 64 centimeter. So what is the check you are going to do? Tomorrow, what will you do so that your 64 doesn't become 65? And the answer is given by them. Just like NLP says not to give advice. This is what industry always tells the you ask the people to do something that you want them to do. Elicit an answer, ask the question, said that the answer that you want comes through them, then they own that. That makes a big difference.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome sharing. Thanks, Asuji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any further questions, feedbacks?
Yeah, sorry, I'm telling something about the Sunday reading group. I really love last two sessions. I think third one is tomorrow. Think Straight book. Thanks, Pinaki, for picking up that book. And I urge everyone to go through those recording because I follow recording. I can't attend the morning sessions. The last Sunday session, Pinaki explained about the author, the way he has written this thing. Around 18 minutes, he talk about the author and the way he come up with this book. So my suggestion to everyone is to, if you are not able to attend those, so at least go through the recording. There is a lot of takeaways from there. I was really impressed by the morning session. This is, I think, first time I'm attending, going through the YouTube videos. And there is a nice discussion also happening on this topic. And it is kind of synchronicity for me this month. Mountain is you, Four Agreements, Imperfection, and Think Straight. Don't believe everything you think. Those books are coming in such a way, and it is helping me profoundly. I say thanks to B group as well and Sunday group. I don't know how, but yeah, those books are really coming very nicely, touching all the different aspect of internal world, actually, how to think, how to manage your emotions. And now today's session, so yeah, everything going exactly the way I dreamed starting of this year. So yeah, thanks to everyone. Yeah, and definitely in future, like group members, they are sharing such a nice book, means otherwise I'm not aware of these books exists. Like just now you explained total different meaning to Ramayana, Lakshman, this thing. So yes, Mrutyunjay, Vasudevji, this is kind of story. When you read the Mrutyunjay, you completely get in love with Karna because it is his view, the whole story. That give me the very first time idea of the perception. Oh, it's totally different when you see the whole story from his perception. And there is one movie, there is one Netflix series on Spotify. It is all related to Spotify. That series is really nice because there are 6 episodes and the same story in 6 different perspectives. So for every NLPians or anyone wants to see exactly the same, this thing happens in every episode, but from everyone's views. The developer views, the lawyer, the company holders, in that way. And it's beautiful. I will share the link, but yeah, it's nice to watch how the things are exactly the same, but everyone perceives differently from their perspective, and from their advantage, their threatenings and all that. Yeah, I will share the link. It's on Netflix. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Wow,
Okay,
great share.
Rajeshwari, what do you?
So let's conclude the session. It's 9:10.
Yeah.
Pinaki sir wanted to add something in the
No, I
last.
just wanted to thank Milind for connecting the dots. Beautiful. That's it.
Yes, Sunday reading is really awesome that we are doing in the morning. So many discussion is happening and that really adding value.
See, the seed was sown in FELD only. All other groups
Ah,
are different branches and eventually different fruits of this same tree.
yes, sir.
So that's how things are there. And so that's why you are having different tastes of different types of mangoes, though they are being grown from the same plant, same tree.
Yes.
Yeah. So a big thank to Basu for even thinking about it and then
Absolutely.
actually seeing the tree growing on its own. Like when you were not there for about those 6 months, the tree didn't stop producing the fruits. So hats off to you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and big thank to Rajeshwari for taking it up on her own to ensure that every session should be there. So priceless. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there
sir.
is a lot learning, Pinaki. Again, those Sundays, Manisha, it is not that easy to, when everyone express their perspective of the book, and keeping cool, everyone cool, and bringing back to the topic. I observed that in the Sunday session, but it's nice, the way you connect and everything, take them back to the book and the what's said in a book instead of just following, giving everyone their right weightage. So it's
See,
good to.
like I handle about say 500 to 600 students
Yeah,
almost every
yeah,
week in a single session of about an hour or so.
yeah, yeah.
So fundamentally, we are all those children only. 6-year-old
Exactly,
child were behaving like
exactly.
adults, but
Yeah,
technically we
yeah.
are all those 6-year young child, so children only.
Absolutely.
So it's just letting them be how they want to be, letting them do what they want to do. After some time, they stop anyway. So
Yeah.
that's the perspective from where I operate, and it always works. It always works. Every human being has that 6-year young child inside them. Every decisions that you are taking is being taken by that child only. Every word that you're speaking out is being spoken by that child only. You do not use complicated words to explain yourself. You only use simple words that you have already learned by the time you're 6 years or 7 years young. So
Yeah. No,
rest
it's
is all
simple.
your experience. That's it.
Yeah. Pinaki, as you said, it is just because of this group. Actually, I read so many books I have never read in my life.
Yeah.
I done NLP practitioner masters. So all this is just being with the group. And just vibrating with their energy.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
आज जो
just before
We
we
are not
close,
reading also with someone sharing, we are getting lots of takeaways.
just
एक्चुअली
a
जो
reminder
आज
to
worried
everyone
वाला
that
पार्ट था ना,
Sorry, Vasuji is saying something.
yeah, I was saying that just to remind everyone, we are having this Rasamrut competition. So maybe the week after that. So today is 7th, 7th is the 21. So 21 and 28, we will have the competition. So I have already shared one book, and I guess I will be doing one more next Friday. So
you are setting the standards.
yeah, I am just giving what is expected. So today it was a quick thing. I had just pasted that, and AI has given, Copilot has given this presentation to me. So I had made another presentation wherein I have tried to compare with NLP, but the presentation did not come out as well as I wanted it to be. So as the NLP champion that we have with us, I will be sharing with Pinaki and Rajeshwari. So, and anyone else who wants, they can put a message to me. I will share what was given by AI. I was not happy with the presentation. I want you to add your own perspective and share it back to me. Then we can discuss
Okay.
it some.
We'll see.
Yeah, will do.
So we have only one judge so far, right?
Yeah, we have got one judge up to now.
Good.
So we have not conducted that poll. So we will do that soon.
Oh, becoming judge.
This time judges. And now I'm not worried about sponsors. We have got aligned for next 7, 8 months.
Okay, that's
That's
great.
awesome.
So what are you worried about?
Oh, judge.
What are you worried about?
He's not worried he will get it that
Nothing
also.
worried about. No worries.
Participants are what we are looking for.
Participants, अरे हम ही participant बन जाएंगे कोई नहीं आया तो.
That is okay.
और क्या? See, we just need to get it started. The first gear is the most important gear of the car.
Right.
First gear काम कर गया तो second gear भी करेगा, third gear भी करेगा. Once it is on fourth gear, nobody will look back to first gear किस हालत में था. So,
Right.
so we just need to make sure that the car is moving. That is most important.
Right.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, guys. Good night.
Okay.
Good night, sir.
Good
Okay,
night.
Rajeshwari.
Take care.
Thank you.
Have a
Over
nice
to you to close the
weekend.
session.
Okay, sir. So with everyone permission, let's close the session. We'll be meeting next Friday or
Absolutely.
Sunday also.
अरे Sunday morning. अच्छा राजेश्वरी
Yes,
को
Sunday morning.
आती है.
I added Sunday morning we will meet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Shubh Ratri.
Shubh Ratri, ma'am.